All right, in this training, I'm going to take you through something that I feel will completely negate the need for Facebook groups, for school communities, or anything like that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this software right here and look at some of the newest features of communities. And right here, this is a demo of my SaaS software that I use to support service-based small businesses, coaches, entrepreneurs, and it is built on the Go High Level platform. But recently, they released some major updates to communities because I feel like a lot of people are completely exhausted with Facebook groups and not getting the engagement they want, or for a myriad of reasons, right? Whether that's Meta's pushing paid ads more and not maybe the groups are saturated, whatever the case may be. And then the other platforms like Skool, for example, which I'm not downplaying Skool whatsoever. I feel like it has its place, and I actually manage a couple of school communities. I'm very involved in them. They are very powerful, but I know for a lot of people, having to, especially if you manage multiple communities or want to create multiple communities, it could be tougher financially to justify the need for those additional school communities, even though I feel like having singular focus is one. But there are some instances maybe where you want to create a free community or paid community, public, private, etc., etc., etc. I've already gone through. I've gone through trainings, and I'll try to link that here in the video somewhere where I've actually gone over the creation of communities. But this right here is going to mainly go over a couple of core new elements, which I feel like will put having your own custom community head and shoulders above everybody else, above all these other platforms. And so that's what I want to do. I want to highlight the news features here that I believe will benefit those of you that are business owners creating your own communities. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple of these features that I feel like will really differentiate. So let me go ahead. If you haven't seen it before, so here's my software right here, and under memberships, right here we have courses, communities, certificates. We're going to focus on communities and basically groups. You can go in here and create a group. Right here, just put your group name, my awesome group, and there will be a group URL that you can distribute. This is the best community ever. So awesome. Okay. And then you come down here and upload your logos and all that, and then create the group. That's it. You could create within this platform, if you sign up, I'll have links down below where you can get started. You can create as many groups as you want. There is no limit on the number of groups you can create, and you can make them active, mark them inactive, have free groups, have your paid groups, and you can streamline and scale this entire thing, especially if you're running, maybe you have a couple of different industries, a couple of different businesses, and your communities are very unique, and you don't want to commingle those. You want to keep them separate. You can actually build multiple groups based on that. So let me go ahead and just cancel out of that. I haven't created one. I'll take you over to my production group and I'll show you what that looks like. Hang tight. So this right here is my community. I built this inside of my platform. It's my digital tech magnet crew. This is my newly created growing community where I focus mainly on the Go High Level platform and offering technical assistance, because I feel like a lot of people get stuck. A lot of people don't know where to turn, but I wanted this to be a free resource that people can turn to, and I'll drop a link to that down in the description as well if you wanted to join my community and learn more about that. I have various trainings, free courses, everything right here. Just a few links, nothing crazy. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to go into some very, very, very relevant features. And one of them, we'll start with this one. We'll start with chat. This is going to be a quick one. Before, there was never a way to be able to communicate directly with members of your community. And right here, you can search for a member of your community and then start chatting. So this is a DM. So this is private conversations between you and another member of your community, or maybe another admin or moderator, something like that. You can keep it within the platform right here. It is having a private conversation inside of the platform. And this does work on the mobile app. There is a mobile app called Collab with a K, and you'll find that in your app store, whether it's Android or Google Play. You will find that it is Collab with a K by lead connector. Once you find that, you'll be able to install that app and sign into your communities, and you'll have access to this. The other big thing is events. I wanted to focus more so on events because this is something that I feel like everybody's been asking for this, right? This has been in development for some time, and it is officially live. So right here, you can create, if you're hosting any kind of special events within your community, maybe you're hosting special Zoom calls, special trainings, podcasts, anything like that, you can put it in here. So if I click on, I'm showing it for the month, right? So let's say I want to create something for Friday. I'm going to create an event, and then it pops up this add an event, right? And if it's a paid event, you're going to have payment details. If it's a free event, you're just going to have a free event. So I'm just call this my super duper live chat. All right, and then I'll pick a color. We'll make it green. Why not? And then I'll pick a date and time, right? So let's say I want to do Friday. Let's say I want to do it at 6:30 p.m. Okay, let's say I want to do it at 6:30 p.m. And we'll do it from 6:30 to 7. We'll say it's a 30-minute call, right? October 25th, 6 to 7, right? And you can specify the start time, length time if you have multiple. You'll pick your time zone. If this is a recurring event, we're going to say this is a recurring event. I'll say this is every week, every Friday, and it does not expire. Okay, this is going to be like maybe this is my super duper live chat is going to be an ongoing event, and it will continue to notify users by email, and they'll be able to come in here and join wherever you're joining from. You can have it maybe you're at a physical location, you're doing it on Zoom if you have your Zoom integrated within the software, or Google Meet, and then you'll put a link or an address right here. If it's the same recurring meeting, you can just copy and paste your link, your link / address in here, and it'll be in here, and that way people can join. So it needs a valid URL, so I'd have to get a Google Meet, which I'm not going to do. But for all intents and purposes, that's what this is. So we're going to say, come hang out and get questions answered live with me. Okay, something simple like that, right? And then, of course, you can have a logo right here, max 800 by 400 pixels. You can drag and drop a file right here. That's SVG, PNG, or JPEG. That's image. And who could attend? This is important, right? If you wanted to restrict who can access this event, or you can specify, you can say all members. You could say members at a level. So within communities, there is a gamification to where you can say, all right, if you get to level, let's say, maybe you get to level 5, all right, there's a point system, right? There is a point system inside of communities where it kind of incentivizes people to, maybe you have more perks, or you wanted to, give people additional bonuses for getting to a certain level and engaging. And then in this case, I would say level 5. Once I get to level 5, you get this unlocked, so you can join join this event once you get to level 5. One other way you can do this is if you have a course, right? If you have a specific course that you want people to be able to attend, maybe you have a paid course or some sort of restricted access course, the only way that they can get this is they're a member of that course. And courses are added in the learning tab. I'll go back and show you what that looks like. So we have a couple of different options. So let's say automation. Let's say that's an automation call. Okay, let's say you're learning automations. You learn how to build workflows and try to save yourself time. For automation learners, I have a call where you can come ask your automation questions. So that's just an example, right? Or you can say members of a private channel. So if you have you can build private channels. Like, right, I'll show you guys what those look like. So if there are members of a private channel, like I don't have any right now in my community, but if you have a private channel, you can select this. And then if anybody is a member of a private channel, which is private communication, it's not like, not every member can see it. So I'd say this one's probably very likely as well. So that way, if you had like a VIP channel, like maybe you managed a group, and then you had like a general, and then you had like a super VIP, that's maybe more of a paid paid access. Then you can pick a private channel, and then you'll be able to select that private channel and create an event. Right here, it arrives the members by email 1 day before. So 1 day before the event, the members of this event will get an email, and they'll be able to then join the event right here. And then you hit next, and then you create the event. So I'm going to go back right here. This is the learning module that I was telling you about. So if you go to learning, I just, these are some of the courses I created for my community. You can create those outside, back in the software platform, under membership. You can create your own courses if you feel like that's something that your community needs and is warranted. You can create a full structural layout of courses. I have another training that is separate on my channel about creating courses. So I'm not going to get into that right now. But so if I go into let's say basic features, right? If I go in and open that, it's going to take me to my course. It's going to take me on my courses, right? So that way people can get started with some of the features of the software, of the digital tech magnet software. You have access to that. I'm previewing in admin mode, so obviously you're going to see you're not going to be seeing what I see specifically. But yeah, these are just some of the trainings I have. But over here in the discussion, I was talking about the private channels earlier. So over here, see announcements, general discussions, wins and results. Those are all public channels, right? Those are not private channels. So if I go to add a channel, and right here, I can say, boom, this is VIP members. All right, only paid VIP members can contribute here. And you're limited to 60 characters, okay? And then we'll do a channel, so we'll put a padlock right there. We'll say it's a lock, and then if I wanted to, I could create this channel, and we'll say create channel. Okay, so see, this is locked right here, and so if I go back to events, I wanted to create an event, and then I come down here and I say members of a private channel, VIP. See that? What I was talking about earlier is we have this private channel right here, and maybe I want this event to only show up for VIP members, that who can attend and who has access. So if you're a member of that channel, you will see it on the calendar. If you're not a member of the channel, you'll see it, but you can also hide it. So right here's that checkbox. So if you're not an attendee, if you're not a member, then this checkbox means you wouldn't even see the event inside the calendar over here. But you can hide it. You can unhide it right here and make it visible, so that way people realize, oh, this is really important. I need to. How do I get into this? And so what I'll do is I'll do next, and then I'll make that work. And then if you come over here to payment, I can't come over here to payment details yet because I haven't filled out everything. So that's after next, right? And so that's really what I wanted to highlight inside of the communities right here. But if I come over here, I go to settings. Right here, another big one, right? Of course, there's subscriptions right here, free, paid. You can do a monthly recurring. Gamifications and rewards. So if you wanted to set your gamification for the different levels for people to contribute inside the community, and then you can add rewards. But right here is the discovery. If you have more than 10 members inside of your group, this is a new feature called Go Collab. And what this does is allows you to discover other communities. So if I go over here, if I come over here to gocollab.com/discovery, right here it shows, and I refresh this shows all the different communities that exist online from people building them within their software that I have showed you. So since I have more than 10 members to my community, because I promote it organically and I share as like people want to join this because they see the value, and then I show up in this directory. This is a public directory. You get access to this whenever you build your community, and so that's a nice feature. So that way there's no like guessing of somebody's community. So if you're looking for a community, you can find it. So like if I search for mine, magnet, if I did a search for that, see there's my free community, and it shows up right there. Let me move me out of the way. As you can see right there, there's my community right there. And if someone sees it, they can opt in to join, and it just adds more discovery and more ways to get found on the platform, on the community's platform. As you can see, there's a ton of different communities right here. Here's real estate investors, tattoo membership, business simple. Here's some SaaS communities, elite university classrooms, next play, all these different communities, right? There's all these different communities. Here's one for travel. And so if you have any sort of community you feel like you wanted to bring people together that wasn't in a Facebook group, that wasn't inside of Skool, because again, you don't have to pay multiple times to have multiple communities. So that's really the big thing right here, because I know some people will have free communities and then some will have paid communities. So that's really where I think it really shines the most, is that way you don't have to worry about oh my gosh, I can only create one community. You have to get another subscription in order to create additional communities. But I figured this was a good start, so that's really all I wanted to do, and because I actually built mine inside of my membership right here. So I have courses and I have communities. So like I have this is my group right here, and of course right here you can see as of this recording I have 16 members, still fairly new. I am the owner of it, so you can have a different owner if you have somebody, if you have a community manager and you wanted to give them ownership rights of the community, you can do that, and then set the status to active, or you set it to active or inactive. If it's inactive, it's done. It still exists inside of the platform, but it is no longer active, as it will no longer show up in discovery. No one will be able to post in it. No one will be able to use it. It'll just be gone. And so you can toggle. So if you wanted to take a group offline, maybe it's a temporary hiatus and you don't want new people to join it for whatever reason, you just take it, mark it offline, and then when you're ready to go, you just bring it back and make it active. So it doesn't like truly go away. But this is all within my white label solution. Being able to have these memberships plus having a full CRM at your disposal right here. If you want more information about that white label, because I actually include a client attracting snapshot, and I'm feeling pretty generous, so I can even create an opt-in. I could create a snapshot opt-in to where you can send people to a page, send people to just like an opt-in form or a funnel, and then they'll get invited to the group and get access to the group right away. So I'll have that ready to go. That'll be in the description. I'll have that included, and you'll be able to get access to that. That's not a free snapshot, but that's part of one of the perks of joining and signing up for the software. So I'll have all the links in the description down below. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. But yeah, I feel like that this right here just became so much more powerful, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but yeah, you can definitely take advantage of this now and start building a community. If you're looking for a place to build a community, and that's not on Facebook groups, not on Skool or anywhere else, you have it right here inside of this software. My software is backed by Go High Level. I don't hide that, but I do white label it because I do include some additional benefits with my version of the software. I do offer additional support. I do offer client attraction snapshots, a lot of things that are ready to go to save you time to get started, and that'll be linked down below on my digitaltechmagnet.com website if you wanted to get started with that. So all that information will be there on that website. It'll be in the description down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to hear from you, and I'll see you guys in the next training. All right, have a great day.